Hi, kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Ashbaugh, but you can call me Pilgrim Ashbaugh. Today, can you tell what we're going to learn about? We're going to learn about the Pilgrims. I wonder if you've ever heard of that word before. Pilgrims are people from long ago who lived way across the ocean in a country called England. And they decided that they didn't want to live in England anymore. They wanted to sail across the ocean and make a new home in a new place where we live in the United States of America. And that might sound like fun, but it really wasn't very much fun. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the Pilgrims and a little bit about their trip across the ocean. So to start that out, I have part of a book that I would like to read to you today called The Pilgrims' First Thanksgiving. And we're not going to be able to read the whole book today, but we'll read a little bit of it, just the beginning part. A long time ago, some men and women, boys and girls, 2 dogs and a cat, sailed on a ship across the sea. They left their old country because they could not pray the way that they wanted to. These people were called pilgrims, and the ship that they sailed on was called the Mayflower. Can you say pilgrims? Very good. Can you say Mayflower? Great job. The Mayflower was as big as 2 trucks. Can you believe that? But it was not big enough. The pilgrims and the sailors crowded together to sleep. They crowded together to eat. The children had no room to run around. They had no toys to play with and no bed to sleep on. They had to leave almost all of their things behind. The Pilgrim children did not like the food on the ship, but they had to eat it. It was the only thing they had. There was nothing else, nothing but the same old salty beef and salty fish, nothing but hard, dry biscuits, some cheese, some butter, and a little bit of water. But they had to save the water for washing also. The children did not have cozy beds to sleep in. Look at how they had to sleep, boys and girls. Look how crowded they are. They slept on the hard, cold floor of the ship. They slept in the same clothes that they wore every day. Their clothes got torn and dirty, and it was really, really smelly. Look at the weather. Does that look safe? Boy, that looks scary. Day by day, things got worse. Storms came, the wind blew hard, the waves tossed the ships around, the Mayflower rolled and creaked in the stormy sea. The rain soaked the ship. The rain poured on the pilgrims. They were cold and they were wet. Many of the pilgrims got sick. Would this terrible voyage ever end? They prayed and they prayed for the day that they would finally see land. They sailed away in warm September, and now it was cold November. So think about our months of the year. They sailed in September and October and November. 3 months of sailing on this ship. They had been on the Mayflower, but they finally saw land. They were very happy, but they were scared too. What kind of land was this? Would they find a place to build their houses? Would they find a place to build their garden? Would they meet people to be their friends? But for a while, they just celebrated how good it felt to be on land again.